Okay, so I already told you that the pack or the bin packing constraint is something that is available in most of the constraint programming solvers to model this constraint that will make the relation between where you will place the variables and the total load of each of the bin. And I will explain now how we can improve the filtering of that constraint using redundant constraint. Okay. It's quite frequent that it's sometimes a good idea to add a new constraint to your model that we call a redundant constraint that could improve the pruning, okay? And this improved pruning will lead to a reduced search space exploration, and so you will speed up the way the problem will be solved, okay? And usually to find good redundant constraint, that should of course not remove any previous solution, that will simply prune more. Usually you try to express properties of the solution or try to derive consequences or combinations of new constraints. Okay, and this is why I represent it like this. A redundant constraint will generally improve the communication between the other constraints. So let's look at one example. So this is the decomposition of the pack constraint, or the bin packing constraint. This is the decomposition. It is quite weak in the sense that it will not really help the communication between the bins. It's a good idea to add this redundant constraint to the model. Okay, so this one will be redundant. The redundant constraint will simply state that the total height of the bins is equal to the total load of the items in which that you will place in these bins. So what it tells you is that if you have, for instance, two bins like this, assume that this is 8, this is 2, this is 7, and this is, let's say, 1. The total load of that one, so P1, it's equal to 7, and the total load of that one, P2, is equal to 8. Okay? What we say here is that P1 plus P2 should be equal to 15. Okay? This is a sum of variables. This is the height of the bins. We don't know them. It's a variable, but this is an integer. This is the total weight of the items that I need to place. It's 2 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1. Okay? And so by adding this redundant constraint, I will help a lot the filtering of the pack constraint, of the bin packing constraint. I still need to model for my still-mid slab problem the at most 2 colors per slab constraint. And for that, I will use my reified OR constraint that I have introduced before. And the logical constraint that I will use is the is-OR. So the reified constraint is this one. Is-OR. I will enforce that an is-OR constraint like this is used to model that if the color K is used into slab J. So we know that color K is used into slab J if this relation is true. Okay? If I have at least one slab, if I have at least, one order of the color that I want to compute the presence or not, that is assigned to this specific slab J. Okay? So if at least one order of color K is assigned to slab J, this will be true. And to enforce that at most 2 colors are used, I will simply do the sum of this expression over all the possible colors, and this is reified to a 0 or 1, okay, because it's a bool-var, and a Boolean variable, you know that it can be interpreted as a 0 or 1 variable, and so this must be less than 2 to say that there is at most 2 different types of colors assigned to the slab J. And of course, I do that for every slab in my model.